Hey, it's your pal Fruimbark, and it's project day up at Morning Wood. So basically what I'm doing right now is I'm clearing out this corner behind me, which looks like this, which if you are a keen student of my other videos I look like a giant pile of nothing with brown tarps slagged all over it. Well, that was what was underneath it and some of this stuff right here. So I'm just drying out these tarps right now. Gonna see if I'm gonna reuse them later, but basically what's gonna happen is I'm going to go ahead and I got another box of stuff in the back of the thrill wagon. So I got 2 shelters and a dock box I'm gonna build today. So yeah, don't you wish you were me? Also on the docket is resurrecting this shelter right here, which is gonna need a little work on my part. We got a bit of a lake forming in the center there, but what I had forgotten is, even though this thing is pretty much effed, is that I have, I'll see if you guys can see it down there, maybe I'll zoom in to sketch. I have a whole nother set of poles. I actually bought 2 of these at the same time, and then when I came up to Morning Wood, I only built the one. So hopefully I got enough poles to repair all the busted ones. There's a good shot. Yeah, that baby's a goner. Well, I gotta give it up to Shelter Logic. That thing is, I want to say, bordering on 12, 13 years old, and despite the fact that I've given it 0 love, that is still in pretty good shape as far as the canvas goes. Well, another lovely morning at Morning Wood. Sun just came up over the mountains. Water's nice and calm. It's pretty nice. Well, here's another casualty of the wintertime. My truck camper cover ripped right down the center. It's kind of a bummer. The good news is I was given this as a sample to test, so it didn't cost me anything, but shoot, I thought I'd get more than half a year out of it. Look at this horror show. This is what I got to clean up today. What a stinking mess. Anyhow, you got to break a few eggs to make an omelet, right? Speaking of breakfast, today I'm going to try out this Peak beef pasta marinara. All right, so this is a 2-serving pouch. I'm gonna eat the whole thing. 6.3 ounces. That's a pretty good sized meal. Let's see if I can zoom in on the nutritional data. You can read that at your leisure. Oh wow, 1,200 milligrams of sodium. The impressive thing though is it's 49 grams of protein. Look at that. That'll get you rolling. According to the directions, you're supposed to add 10 ounces of water, which works out to be, I believe, 300 milliliters, which I wonder if they go with that measurement because they sell this internationally and that's an easier number for the majority of people to use. Anyhow, usually I go a little less volume of water, but that's 6 ounces of freeze-dried food. I'm going to go with the full amount that they recommend. Let's open her up and see what's inside. Thought there maybe would be a hiss. No hiss. Oh, come on. Oh, nice on top, so it's easy to pull out. That's appreciated. Now this kind of looks like the breakfast meal, where it's a bunch of ingredients that are assembled in the package to resemble a dish. So you got your pasta on top, and you got your sauce inside here. You guys can see that. It's pretty full. I don't want to try to mix it up too much. I'll spill it on the ground. Well, I went ahead and trimmed off the top portion of the bag to make this a little easier to see and eat out of. This is what she looks like after about 12 minutes of soaking in hot water. Looks pretty good. Seems a little light on the sauce. It doesn't look very red to me, but maybe we'll see how it tastes. Here we go, breakfast of champions. You can see the meat. It's got nice meat crumbles in there. So messy. It's pretty bland. When you consider the amount of sodium in there, it doesn't taste salty. It's really bland. It really needs more tomato sauce in there for sure. I finished this whole thing. And let me start out by saying it wasn't bad. It was just boring. It was very filling, I'll give it that. And it's got a ton of calories and protein and everything you're looking for. it was just really boring. If you guys decide that you want to go ahead and try this, I used the full amount of water that it calls for in the package. My meat was just a little bit not fully hydrated. It didn't really suffer too much because of that, but it could have used, I think I put the whole amount of water in, and don't skimp is what my point is. Mainly, I think what this is like the step between Mountain House and Packet Gourmet. So Packet Gourmet assembles their food exactly like this. It's just a mix of freeze-dried components that they pour into a pouch, but they realize that that isn't going to provide the flavor that you're really looking for. What they do is they also add in like olive oil and packets of actual Parmesan, or they'll put in they'll add in sachets of chicken broth and beef broth and things like that that really perk up the flavor. Now the flip side is their shelf life is about a year because the components they put in there taste good, but they're also meant for you to buy and then go camping that summer and use, not save for a long time. This is good until 2023, and it's 2019 right now, so it's got a pretty long shelf life. Same thing with like your Mountain House stuff that lasts 30 years. I don't know. I think I've rambled on enough about this. I figure I've been rambling because I've been putting off trying to have to drag those logs out of there, which I've moved, I think, for like the 4th time already. And I'm going to start building my shelters. God, that is one filthy looking dirt wall. Well, I screwed up real good. I was installing the door at one end, and I let the strap get loose. I didn't interpret directions correctly. What I was supposed to do was install a ratchet strap, or that ratchet at the end of each strap, and then hook it to that piece of tube right there. And I didn't figure that out until too late. So what I'm going to do is I got this piece of electrical conduit, and I'm going to try to fish that strap right back down through the inside of the liner. Woo! First try. You know, you're going along and then everything's real smooth. I don't even know how this could possibly happen. This hole is physically too small for this fastener. I mean, these tubes are all the same. Why one would have one small hole at one end and a regular size hole at the other? Anyhow, time to find my drill. No! Man, I can't even begin to tell you how tired I am. But I got my mess cleaned up, so I feel pretty dang good about today's effort. I really wanted to build a second one of these guys. I have it with me, but I just ran out of energy. I did get the tarp put over the top of the camper, so that I'm protected from rain if it should rain again, which, because it's Washington, it's gonna. I didn't get to that shelter back there today to fix that. I really thought I was going to get that done, but I did not. That's a huge bummer. I just turned the camera on, and a guy over there just started up a saber saw. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can. Anyhow, that's my god dang luck. So it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm really tired out. I'm going to light a fire. I have no idea what I'm going to make for dinner. And there's one mosquito. What the hell? It's March, right? So right after I built this carport shelter deal, I also then put the pallets back in here to kind of make a pseudo floor, so because it can get damp and I don't want everything getting wet on the bottom. Well, that's okay if it does. But then I built this dock, or it's not dock box, it's a deck box, because it has I can lock it up. And there's some things that I want to keep in there that need to be not easy to walk away with. That's what you get for trying to be cool. So this is my solo stove bonfire. I love this thing. It's developed its own patina. It looks gold. I'm sorry I'm walking around. I'm not like on a fancy Hollywood dolly where everything is smooth, but yeah, look at that thing. No smoke. Oh my, look at the gelatinous. So if you're gonna make weird spam, why not have weird potato noodle soup? Well, we'll just read those later. Yeah, fires get a little zippy on me. I'm gonna try the spam with bacon by itself. Oh, jeez, there's a bug right in my ear. That is weird. Tastes just like spam. Well, this is a nice dinner. I'm not gonna lie, it don't look so great. My fire looks great. My dinner, not so much.
Well, it's time for bed. Hopefully I'll have a calm and uneventful night. Renee Allen sent me a sachet of sweetened condensed milk, and I thought that was so good. I thought I'd try to find some, and I did. I found some on Amazon, and I have it in my coat because it's, I don't know, it's probably like 39 degrees outside. So when you try to put this in your coffee, it's really thick. So now I got it nice and squishy warm. Anyhow, I don't know if this will pick up. It's pretty dark out. That's what it is. It's Copper Cow Creamer. Wow, check out this sunrise this morning. I love it when you get that glow from behind the mountains. Well, we'll see if my camera is good enough to pick up that mountain in the low light. It looks so cool, that silhouette with the sun behind it.